is the form of energy which uh, which helps us to hear.
Right, the sound is a form of energy which gives us sensation of hearingness. And generally, you know that whenever sound travels in any medium, it makes a particle of that medium to vibrate to and fro like this. And when vibrations are created like this, already I told you, in those vibrations, two parts will be there, two things will be there. And those two parts of that wave is nothing but compressions and rarefactions. And compressions and rarefactions will be there generally in longitudinal wave. So sound is a longitudinal wave, that also we discussed in a previous class. So now what happens is, suppose one sound wave was produced in air, and when a sound wave was produced in air, what happens is that the sound wave creates vibrations in air, and those vibrations will reach to our ear, and those vibrations will travel through this auditory canal. This canal is there. Through this particular, what happens, those vibrations, that means sound waves will travel, and those will come and hit this eardrum actually. And this is the eardrum, and this they will hit this eardrum, and when it hits the eardrum, what happens? Eardrum will vibrate, and when it vibrates, when this eardrum is vibrating, what will be there is this eardrum here. Observe carefully this diagram. This eardrum again will be connected to few bones here, and these bones, whatever are there, they will have incus, stapes, and some particular three bones will be there. And these three bones, what they will do is actually they will amplify the signal. That means the sound, whatever is reaching to the eardrum, that will be amplified by this. And how it will be amplified? To understand here, you have to understand the structure of this particular whatever ear is there. So you have to understand it. And here eardrum, whatever is receiving the vibrations, area of that will be more, and whatever the stapes are there here, and this stape will be there here, and that stape area will be very less. That means whatever the energy which is transmitting into this particular what we call eardrum will be reaching to a steps which is having very lower area. That means area will be less. When area is decreasing, pressure will be more, and that pressure will be given to this particular what it will be, cochlea. Here it is there, cochlea will be there. So for that it will transmit, and when it transmits, what happens is the energy whatever is received by the eardrum will be amplified around 20 times. So it will be amplified by 20 times, and it will be given to this cochlea. And in this cochlea, it will be like a snail, like this. See here, spiral one will be there. And in this particular cochlea, some either fluid type or air will be there. And when this was amplified and given to this particular cochlea, in this particular cochlea, some kind of a cells will be there, particular type of a cells will be there, which will convert these vibrations into electrical signals, and those electrical signals whatever are received or whatever are there will be given to brain by nerves actually. So here whatever nerve impulses are there, so converted to nerve impulses in cochlea. So that means this cochlea will convert that particular vibrations into a electrical signals, and those electrical signals will be given to brain actually. And here I can show how this human ear works. If it is possible, I'll show one video and you can observe it for a 3 minutes. It is there. So otherwise I'll explain again in this particular mode only.
Excuse me, sir.
Tell me.
Sir, what is amplified?
Amplified means increasing the value. Suppose maybe you know that you are having disconnections with at your home. Disconnection.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. It is there or not? Disconnections.
Yes, sir.
So when disconnection is there, in that what you can observe is for few houses when that particular signals were transmitted, the energy of it will be energy will decrease, and when that signal is given to our TV, that TV will not give video clearly, and to enhance quality, what they will put is one particular device they'll keep amplifier, so energy will be increased. And when energy increases, and after that if you give the signal to the TV, it will work properly. That means amplifying means increasing its value. Okay.
Okay, okay, sir. And sir, in case of ear, what is amplified then?
In case of
Ear,
again,
sir.
in case
In case of our ear, what is amplified?
that only, no, see whatever signals are given, no, vibrations are given, or that frequency is given. That frequency, whichever is reaching to our eardrum, will be very less. That will be amplified. That means the frequency of it will increase. What happened there, isn't it? All of you, are you there? Ronak?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. So maybe have you understood how it works? And I told you that what I told just now. This whatever eardrum is there, it will have more area, and whatever this particular stay piece is there, the stay piece will have a lesser area, and so that it can amplify. And I told you it will amplify by 20 times, but in video you observed that it will be amplified by around 22 times, isn't it? So maybe you observed it. Amplified means increasing its energy. In terms of energy, you understand like this, energy will be increased up to 22 times, and that will be given to this cochlea. And in cochlea, particular type of cells will be there which will convert into electrical signals, and those electrical signals will be given to brain through the nerves. And in that nerves, maybe you seen some brushes will be there, and those brushes will recognize about these frequency, sound, and all those things, and that will be given per brain, and that brain will recognize the sound. So this is what happens in case of human hearing. So here you have to understand in a simple way like this. Sound comes and reaches to ear, and it will travel through the ear canal, that means artery canal, and after that it hits eardrum, and when it hits the eardrum, vibrations will be created, and these vibrations, whatever are there, will be amplified, and this amplified whatever vibrations are there will be given to cochlea, and this cochlea will convert them into electrical pulses by using a particular cells inside, and those will be given to brain through the nerves, and that sound can be recognized by the brain. And lot of things happen in the case of hearing. So just we say that eardrum will recognize, and it will be recognized by our ear actually. So a lot of things will happen like this. So this is about human hearing. Okay.
Excuse me,
Tell me, Donor.
sir, but why is the sound amplified?
Why is sound is amplified? And actually, now maybe you know that our ear, whatever canal is there, it is having very smaller area, and total vibrations can't reach, and only some part of that sound vibrations will reach it, and those will be of very small frequencies, and those must be amplified. When they are not amplified, you can't recognize those sounds clearly. So that's why amplification must be done. Just now I said, if TV is not working, why it will not work? After distributing to some of the houses, the signal can be weakened. So here also only some part of the vibrations are reaching to your ear like this. So that's why it has to be amplified, and you have to recognize them. So to amplify only, these bones are there here, and those bones will have incus, this stapes, and this particular structure will be there. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. So this is about human hearing, how it works. So all these things are there, whatever we learned. So these things are there. This is called ear tube, and this is actually about biology. And whatever part is related to our physics, that only we learn. So this is canal, and this is eardrum, and here it is whatever organ of hearing is there. This it is cochlea, and this cochlea will convert them into electrical signals, and those will be given to nerves. So this is what you have to understand. Okay. Next part of this particular session. So some suggestions to keep our ears healthy. And see here, a few points are there. Never inserted any pointed object into the ear. It can damage eardrum and make a person deaf. And without eardrum, we can't listen anything. So eardrum is a very, very, very essential part of that particular ear, which can make us to hear actually. So hear clearly. And if pointed objects are there, pointed objects means it will have very sharp edge like this. And maybe you know that suppose if you take what actually pen nib will be there, and nib will have a sharp edge like this or not. Pen nib or whatever ball pen is there. So if you take a ball pen last point, it will be having sharper edge like this. Have you observed?
Yes, sir.
Right. Toothpick will be there. Have you seen toothpick?
Yes, sir.
Right. That also will have a pointed object like this. So that means particular edge will be there like this. Have you seen others, Alex and Kavya, Naisha? Have you seen very sharp edge will be there like this toothpick if you see? And if that type of pointed object, if we keep into our ear, what happens? It may damage our eardrum, and when eardrum is not working, definitely what happens is person can't listen anything. So he may become deaf. Okay. And the next one, never shout loudly into someone's ear. Why we should not speak loudly into someone's ear? Because when you shout very loudly into that particular ear, what happens is eardrum may vibrate very fastly, and there may be chance of damage to that eardrum. And maybe I told you in previous session, in some of the movies, in old movies, they will show that to kill a person, what they will do is they will keep some whatever what we call it as the speakers will be there, no? So ear speakers will be there, and those ear speakers will be kept near to those ears, and they will increase loudness of that sound. And when they increase the loudness of the sound, there may be chance of breakage of that particular eardrum, and there might, by that the person may dead. So it will be shown in some of the pictures, old movies. That type of things will be shown. So never shout loudly into someone's ear. Never hit anyone hard on his or her ear. So if you hit very hardly, so there is a chance of again damage to the eardrum, and thereby person can't listen anything.